The gates of the 2025 Toronto AutoShow closed on February 23rd, more than a month ago, yet I'm still filled with impressions and excitement. I believe that every automotive fan who attended the show felt the same, regardless of their individual interests, whether they were classic, utility, performance, luxury, or electric cars. The show had much to offer for everyone. But have you ever asked yourselves, what does it take to organize and execute an event like this? Have you ever considered how many aspects must be managed to ensure a smooth course, safety, and our comfort? I invited Jason Campbell, the general manager of the Canadian International AutoShow, to appear on camera and answer my questions. The Toronto AutoShow is 650 square feet with more than 40 exhibitors, attendance exceeding 370,000, and is the country's largest consumer show. What does it take to organize the event like this? How many people are required to provide support and ensure a smooth course?
Well, over the course of a year, and this show takes a whole year to put together, we've got 5 full-time employees working for AutoShow, but then we have a lot of different subcontractors that support us. For example, on every day here at the show, we've got 350 different security people involved. There's about 700 people that work at the convention center itself, delivering everything from coffee, tea, food, security, as well as general access and management of audience. And then we've got over 2,500 people working at different exhibitors around the different 8 levels on the show. So it's a big operation to put together.
Since EV Nation focuses on electric vehicles, particularly given their significant presence at this year's show, I would like to know if you noticed any specific technical requirements from individual exhibitors regarding supplying sufficient power to keep the showcased vehicle operational and charged, the need for wireless connectivity, or anything else specific?
I mean, we do have recharging facilities. We've got 50 EV vehicles that are available for test driving here at the show. That's the most we've ever had. We've got 22 vehicles running on an indoor EV test track, which we do normally about 600 to 650 test drives a day through that indoor track. And then we have another 28 vehicles outside that are running in 3 different locations to be able to take people for rides around the city. They can test drive vehicles themselves, and they get a real opportunity to sense what these cars are like. For the most part, most people that are taking these have never driven an EV vehicle themselves.
Once the door to the auto show opens, visitors can see everything completed and ready to shine. How long does it take to build an event like this from the concept to the final stage when everything is prepared?
We start building up 10 days before the show opens to the public. So it's a 10-day build-up, a 3-day teardown, but you need all 10 days because as manufacturers develop some very intricate exhibits. We've got new exhibitors this year, BMW, Audi, and Mercedes, and they've all invested very heavily in very beautiful exhibits, but it takes a lot of time to put it together. Many of them have different subfloors. Many of them build almost an entire new structure. In the case of Audi, Audi has built the Audi House, where they've launched 5 new products, and it's a very impressive structure, but they needed all of those 10 days to put it together.
Jeep's popular off-road experience truck has become a tradition at the Toronto AutoShow. Who builds it and how long does it take?
There's a company out of the United States that comes up here with all of their staff. This program's been running for 25 years, both indoor and outdoor driving experiences. This is the 3rd year it's been here in Toronto for the Auto Show. Very happy to have them. They've got a crew of 40 people that come up and manage it. It's very safety and oriented. They've got spotters on each of the corners. They've got professional drivers that do all of the passenger laps. And it's a very popular feature. You know, on a weekend like today, we're probably going to be looking at lineups of over an hour to take part in it. But for the people that do it, it's a great fun experience. And you can tell by the smiles on everyone's faces that it's worth the wait.
I observed a clear neatness and tidiness in the auto show area. I even saw a manager inspecting the restroom to ensure it was clean and maintained according to the schedule posted on the wall. How many people are responsible for what surely is an enormous effort?
It is, and they really work for the most part through the night, but obviously they're cleaning as well. There's a staff of over 60 janitor services, which are constantly working right through the night, vacuuming all the floors, tidying up the booths. When you get 50,000 people coming through on a busy day like today, it creates a lot of refuse and garbage and, mopping of floors. Thankfully, we're through the worst weather, and it's supposed to be nice, clear days for the last 2 days of the show. That makes their job a little bit easier. But in the early part of the show, when people are traipsing in with their muddy, wet boots, it creates a bigger job for them.
Maybe it's premature to discuss it, but out of curiosity, how does attendance look so far and how many people do you still expect?
I think the first half of the show is very badly impacted by snow. I mean, we had 2 record snowfalls hitting us on our opening weekend. It made for a more pleasant experience for people coming here on the show floor because they had lots of freedom of movement. They can get into all the cars. I think still have a robust. I'm sure we'll hit over 300,000 people over the course of the 10 days, and we're in for. I think will be a very robust weekend here in the final 2 days of the show.
Well, Jason, on behalf of people, the car fans, and everyone who is a fan of automotive industry, let me please thank you and your team for doing such a fantastic job. And I keep fingers crossed for the future event, and I wish all the best.
Thank you very much. We're looking forward to planning next year's show already. We have our first 2026 planning meeting taking place this afternoon. So we're looking forward to learning what we can learn from this year's show and then rebuilding and getting going on what will be even bigger and better show next year. Thanks again for joining us.
Due to our sense of entitlement, we often overlook that the final outcome of something we genuinely enjoy stems from the efforts of many anonymous individuals working behind the scenes, or from those we can see but unfortunately pass by without the acknowledgement they deserve. Therefore, a big thank you goes out to all of you who worked tirelessly to make the 2025 Toronto Auto Show a reality and ensure that we could enjoy it while feeling comfortable and safe, recognizing your tremendous contribution to it. See you next time, and engage!